clouds are sticking around today again. Looks like it could rain any moment too. And with that in mind, what's going on today? I guess I was reading this headline at first. I was like, wow, what's going on here? It says 7 arrested for flying a drone near Victoria Reservoir. It says 7 people have been arrested for allegedly taking photos of the area surrounding the Victoria Dam and Reservoir using a drone. The arrested suspects are 31 and 32 years old residents of Wellingama and Dihiwala areas. The police said that a Saturday morning army officers on duty at the dam arrested the relevant suspects and handed over to the Taladenia police. The police further said that despite security forces instructing the group not to take photos or videos in the surrounding area using drones, they have proceeded ignoring orders and without permission from relevant authorities. Along with the suspects, Taladenia police have apprehended a camera, a drone, and the remote controller and the van they were traveling in. Taladenia police are conducting further investigations into the incident. So it's kind of interesting where since they apprehended everything like the camera and so forth, was it actually more about a no-fly zone, for example? Or was it just the fact that they were taking pictures in general? I don't know, could you get arrested anywhere here, for example? Just not drone specifically, but just taking a picture of a certain landmark? So it's kind of interesting in that sense, but 7 people being arrested for that, holy cow. And with that about drone operators getting arrested per se, how about this one where authority figures want to use hundreds of drones according to this? This one says, Nevada Sheriff-elect plans to use drones to monitor violent crimes in Las Vegas. Kevin McHale offered drones as a quicker way to respond to ShotSpotter notifications in chronic hotspots. So according to this, specifically for things such as mass shootings, for example, they will release hundreds of drones whenever this guy takes office, and it says the new police tactic would be implemented after he takes office in January, he said, in an effort to address a rise in violent crime. For the first time in our agency's history, we're going to be able to keep more officers safe, reduce officer-involved shootings, and find more suspects than we ever have, quite frankly, he said at a breakfast hosted by the Commercial Real Estate Development Association, also known as the National Association for Industrial and Office Parks of Southern Nevada. The justification is it's more efficient, for example, but at the same time, is it going to go, overboard in terms of, tracking and all that, which will probably make some people uneasy. Is this here, we're taking 400 drones that are pre-positioned out in these neighborhoods on top of the businesses. McHale said, when the gunshot detection technology goes off, it'll triangulate, it'll give the GPS coordinates to the local drone. The drone will be overhead within 30 seconds. McHale also hopes to use other technologies, including license plate readers and facial recognition software to cover a shortage of patrol officers, saying, I believe we're going to get to a place where you can't commit a serious violent crime in our town without being caught, he said. But of course, there's people warning about things like the facial recognition software and all that, saying, I guess, potentially you could be constantly going around wrongfully arresting people who are innocent, according to this anyways, from the American Civil Liberties Union. It says, we haven't seen any data to indicate that increasing police mass surveillance in our neighborhoods, and let's be clear that there's already quite a lot, will have the kinds of positive effects described here. Facial recognition technology is inherently biased and can't distinguish among people of color in many situations, and the ACLU has had to go to court because inaccurate facial recognition results resulted in arrests. So it's kind of interesting. Again, will this be something that people will be okay with? It's just a matter of time, in my opinion, until these things will be flying everywhere per se. It's just whether or not should they be able to do it in this way. Again, it's just kind of weird. People fearmonger recreational drones and all that, but ultimately it's going to be authority figures doing these type of things, non-stop and all that. On a side note, I'm just trying to test out these new tools and stuff like that on the platform. I don't even know if it's working as intended, because you're supposed to, again, be able to cut, smaller clips from a larger video and all that, which I think might actually be useful depending on who's trying to find that type of information and all that. So I'm just going to do some tests. Maybe I'll create a drone video and stuff like that too to test it out. Alright, see you guys later.